In 2025, American Express paid Delta Airlines approximately $8.2 billion through their co-branded credit card relationship. Yes, billion, with a B. That money was not simply payment for flying American Express customers around. It came from a partnership built around credit cards, travel benefits, and one especially strange product: airline miles. Miles that Delta can create on a computer. Miles that cost travelers real money and years of spending to collect. And miles whose purchasing power Delta can change. That should make you look at the balance in your airline account very differently. Airlines encourage us to treat miles like savings. We earn them, hoard them, compare balances, and picture the vacation they will eventually buy. But imagine saving for 10 years, only to discover that your balance stayed the same while the price of the reward doubled. You would call that a terrible savings account. Millions of travelers accept a version of it every day because miles are not money. They are a private currency created by a company that controls how you earn them, what you can buy, how many you need, and when the rules change. The airline hands you the currency, owns the store where you spend it, and controls the prices inside that store. So why are banks willing to pay billions for it, and how did airlines get consumers to play along? The modern frequent flyer boom took off in the early 1980s. The original bargain was easy to understand: fly with us, earn miles based on distance, and eventually receive a free flight. For the airline, the reward did not necessarily cost anything close to the retail ticket price. If a plane departed with an empty seat, placing a loyal customer in it could add relatively little incremental cost. That made the offer feel generous while still being economical. Travelers received a dream vacation. Airlines received repeat customers who stopped choosing every flight purely by price. Then airlines discovered something even more valuable than filling an empty seat. Miles could change which flight a customer chose before they ever reached the airport. If you already had 20,000 miles with one airline, booking its competitor felt like abandoning your progress. You might accept a worse departure time, an extra connection, or a slightly higher fare just to keep building the same balance. The free flight was the prize. Your future purchasing behavior was the product. Then the programs became much bigger than flying. Today, many customers earn more airline miles buying groceries, filling their gas tanks, paying restaurant bills, or charging everyday purchases than they earn sitting on airplanes. That happened because banks desperately want people to use their credit cards. Rewards give customers a reason to choose one card, keep it in their wallet, pay an annual fee, and run more spending through it. But the bank usually does not invent the airline miles. It buys them from the airline. When you spend on a co-branded card, the bank pays the airline under a commercial agreement. In return, miles appear in your loyalty account, along with whatever card benefits are included. The airline receives real cash now. You receive a promise of future travel whose eventual cost and availability the airline still controls. That is an extraordinary arrangement. The airline creates the rewards currency, sells huge quantities of it to a bank, and decides what that currency will purchase later. That $8.2 billion Delta figure includes the broader co-brand agreement and card benefits, not only the simple sale of miles. But it shows just how large this supposedly free rewards economy has become. Delta also reported that award travelers accounted for about 12% of the miles flown by passengers that year. American Airlines reported approximately 9%. So miles are not a tiny promotional giveaway anymore. They influence which credit card people choose, which airline they book, which airport lounge they visit, and sometimes which financial products they keep for years. At first, flying 1 mile generally helped you earn 1 mile. That created opportunities airlines did not necessarily love. A traveler could choose an unusually cheap but very long itinerary, earn a large mileage balance, and sometimes receive rewards worth an uncomfortable amount compared with what the traveler had paid. So major programs gradually shifted toward rewarding customers based more heavily on money spent rather than physical distance flown. That sounds reasonable until you notice what changed. The program stopped rewarding how far you traveled and started rewarding how profitable you were to the airline. The earnings side became more closely connected to revenue. Then airlines tightened the spending side too. This is where the consumer problem becomes much bigger. Airline miles have no fixed exchange rate. A dollar is still a dollar when you open your banking app. A mile does not have one guaranteed value. Its worth depends entirely on what the airline lets you redeem it for at that moment. Under older award charts, a route or region might have a published mileage price. Travelers could see the target and save toward it. Many programs now use dynamic award pricing. The required miles can move with the route, date, demand, cabin, cash price, or the airline's own revenue management decisions. That means a flight costing 25,000 miles on one day could require far more on another. Your balance did not fall, but your buying power did. That is devaluation without deleting a single mile from your account. The number looks untouched, so the loss can be almost invisible. And airlines have an incentive to manage that value carefully. Every unredeemed mile represents some expectation of future travel. If rewards become too easy to use, the airline gives away more seats or benefits. If they become too frustrating, customers may stop caring about the program. The airline wants miles to feel valuable enough that you keep earning them, but controlled enough that redeeming them does not interfere too much with selling seats for cash. On the earning side, rewards increasingly follow your spending. On the redemption side, prices increasingly follow the airline's demand. The places where consumers could once find obvious mismatches have been getting smaller. This is why the perfect award can feel almost magical. You search a random Tuesday 11 months from now, find a premium seat for surprisingly few miles, and feel as though you beat the system. But that spectacular redemption also becomes marketing for every ordinary redemption that offers much less value. People post the incredible deal. They do not usually post the 3 evenings they spent refreshing calendars, shifting dates, changing airports, and trying to use points for the trip they actually wanted. Meanwhile, the program keeps influencing their behavior. A traveler may pay more to remain with one airline, take a less convenient connection, open another credit card, or spend extra money to reach elite status. That is the real product loyalty programs sell to airlines and banks, not free travel, but your future decisions. The miles create a psychological balance that feels too valuable to abandon. If you already have 60,000 miles with one airline, starting over somewhere else feels wasteful, even if another carrier offers a cheaper flight. Economists call that a switching cost. The points pull tomorrow's purchase toward the company that rewarded yesterday's purchase. And if you carry a balance on the credit card, the calculation can become brutal. Credit card interest can easily cost more than the travel rewards are worth. Earning a few miles per dollar does not rescue a purchase that spends months accumulating high interest. In that situation, the bank is almost certainly winning the rewards game. Annual fees create another test. A premium airline card may include bags, lounge visits, companion certificates, or priority benefits. Those can be genuinely valuable, but only if you actually use them. A benefit you forget to redeem is not savings. It is an advertisement you paid to keep in your wallet. Regulators have noticed the larger problem. The U.S. Department of Transportation opened an inquiry into the 4 largest domestic airline rewards programs, focusing on devaluation, dynamic pricing, fees, and reduced consumer choice. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has also reported complaints about rewards losing value, disappearing benefits, limited redemption opportunities, and terms that consumers found vague or hidden. The concern is simple. People make real financial decisions based on the promised value of points. If the value changes after the spending occurs, the consumer cannot reverse the purchases that earned them. Airlines argue that flexibility allows programs to offer more redemption options and align awards with changing market conditions. And to be fair, miles can still produce excellent value for travelers who understand the rules and have flexible plans. The mistake is treating miles like a retirement account. Points are usually most useful when earned with a specific, reasonably near-term redemption in mind. Hoarding them for years gives the issuer more time to raise award prices or change the program. Before transferring bank points into an airline program, search for the award first. Many transfers cannot be reversed, and an airline balance is usually less flexible than points that can still move to several partners. Compare the cash price with the complete mileage cost, including taxes and fees. Divide the cash price you would genuinely pay, not an inflated fantasy price, by the number of miles required. And do not spend extra money merely to earn rewards unless the benefit clearly exceeds the cost. A free flight is not free if you overpaid for purchases, carried interest, or paid years of annual fees to earn it. Most importantly, remember who controls the currency. You can own the miles in your account, but you do not control the economy surrounding them. The airline can sell more miles to banks. It can change award prices. It can restrict availability. It can add fees, and it can redesign the loyalty program that shaped your spending in the first place, subject to its agreements and applicable law. That does not make airline miles worthless. It makes them perishable. Use them when they provide real value. Do not confuse a large balance with guaranteed purchasing power. And never stay loyal to an airline that is charging you more than the rewards are giving back. Because the cleverest part of airline miles is not that they reward your loyalty. It is that the airline can sell the promise today, collect real money from the bank, influence years of your decisions, and wait until later to decide exactly how much that promise will buy. If you want more stories about the hidden systems quietly shaping what you buy and how much you pay, subscribe to Past the Fine Print.